Hey Clashers, this is Shingan from DA2.0 2.0, bringing you another video of our clan. So what I want to show you on this one is again our second war attack. This is basically the war we just finished today. And before I begin, I just want to point out here, one of the things that we were doing previously wrong in our wars was that we were too chivalrous. We were hitting equal hits. And what we tried to do in the last few wars is we told all our members to basically hit lower than what they are supposed to, or what they can, so that we get the 3 stars guaranteed, and this way it gives a better position for us to win the war. So before I go here, so the war that we fought was against a level 5 clan, 4TL, which we won. We won at the margin victory of 61 to 51. And I'm going to show you here a few of the attacks that was done. Now, primarily today, one of the first attacks I want to show is Bobby's attack. Bobby is one of our top players. He is what I would call a professional Go-Wee-Wee expert. Now, what you'll notice Bobby's Go-Wee-Wee compared to most other Go-Wee-Wee at TH10 is that Bobby has a knack for freezing defenses in front of him. Most of the attacks that you'll see on YouTube's or expert attackers is that they'll either freeze things like the Expos, or they'll freeze Inferno Towers when they're facing TH10s and so on. But Bobby, he kind of ignores that. He tends to freeze any defenses in front of him, and if that happens to be Infernos or Expos, good for them. If not, doesn't matter. He'll still go on and go on with his attacks. And because he has maxed golems and very high level heroes, he generally gets us on average 2 to 3 stars on each of his attacks. So very good attack, Bobby. Here he almost succeeded getting the 3 star. He just lacked a little bit of time. If not, he would have gotten the last star. But still 2 stars that he got from for us. 2 important stars, because that kind of crippled the enemy advance. So very good attack, Bobby. The next one I want to show here is an attack from one of our newer players. So this was done by Scorpio. Scorpio used what we call Balloonian. Now, generally, Balloonian is not recommended in a war, especially when you're hitting so high. Reason being is that in wars you have CC, and generally CC has lots of strong troops in there, which could affect your balloons. So general recommendation is Lava Hounds to be used with it, so Lavaloonian. But in this case, Scorpio did a pretty good job of positioning his balloons in a way so that they get most of the base, and they managed to get pretty much all the air defenses except one, which was later destroyed by his queen and king. And if he managed to 3-star it, which was a very good attack, and we're very hopeful for Scorpio to be a part of our elite forces. So good job, Scorpio. While we're on the topics of Lavaloonian, one of the next attacks that I want to show you is actually a defense that we had. This is our leader Glenn getting attacked by their number 2 Masterminds. Now, you'll see here Mastermind is using Lavaloonian with 1 Lava Hound, which apparently is not recommended. But I think his biggest mistake was the fact that he used too many balloons in the beginning to just lure out the clan castle. And not only that, but he failed to kill the CC, or most part of it, the CC. And because his Lavaloon was just alone, it wasn't enough to prevent our air defenses for Glenn to basically shred apart all of the balloons, and once the balloons were gone, the minions were just a casualty of war, I would say. And finally, he did have some strong heroes, level 10 Barbarian King and a level 14 Queen, but we had put a Valkyrie in there just for him, and the Valkyrie successfully managed to do her job and whack the king out. So great defense, Glenn. The final attack that I'm going to show you is actually my attack. This is the final attack of the war, last 2 minutes. I would say my attack was unnecessary, but I still did it because I wanted to make sure that we have the highest possibility of getting the win. Now this is attack on their leader, number 6. This is actually a third attack on him. The second attack was done by one of our co-leaders, Dan, who managed to get 1 star out of it, but he was just unlucky to get the 2 star. So I basically came here and got the 2nd star out of it. As you can see here, there are a few things that I did that you probably do not see in most Dragloons, is that I did what we call a triple funnel. What a triple funnel is basically using your dragons to clear up certain areas before. I aimed here specifically for the storages because they were too far from their air defenses, so I wanted them out of the way in case the dragons get hooked on them. So by killing those storages in the beginning with 2 dragons on each side, it allowed my main force of dragons coming from the north to go down and create a path for the Barbarian King should they fail to eliminate the town hall, which in this case happened because I didn't have enough dragons to basically clear it out, but they did enough damage to the town hall for my king to basically whack it twice and finish it over it. And at the same time, the king managed to also kill the opposing king and get the 2 star out of it. So thank you very much, my Barbarian King, for once listening to the target that I wanted to go for. So that was that. So a pretty good 2 star, I would say, from my end. The final thing that I wanted to show you here, it's one of our clan members, Gem. He did an attack. He was practicing his go wipe on his trophy range. So this is a pretty good attack that he did. As you can see here, he was aiming for a revenge. So this is actually a revenge. Too bad for LD Master for coming on Gem. So Gem basically decided to test his go wipes on him. And as you can see here, very good go wipe startup. His golems went on different sides so that it allowed the defense to concentrate on 2 sides instead of going on 1 section. And finally, that allowed his main troops to go in the center and do enough damages inside that he gets all the loot out of it. So good attack, Gem. The only thing I wouldn't recommend in this attack is the use of the goblins. I'm a very anti-goblin person, especially when it's war or when it's trophy range, because I believe they're not strong enough. I prefer if you use barbarians instead. So apart that, I would say, a pretty good attack. Again, this guy did not have any CC troops, so that's an advantage always when you don't see any CC troops to get the most out of it. But overall, pretty good composition and pretty good attack from Gem. So that's all for today from our clan Death Angels 2.0. So last thing just wanted to point out here is, again, if anyone is interested in joining our clans, we are still looking for good reliable TH9s and reliable TH7s, obviously non-rushed. So if you are interested, you see our clan tag, give us a shout We also have a Facebook group page, so we'll be happy to welcome you to the clan. So that's all for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, comment, and again, don't kill me if I'm messing it up. This is my second video. So this is Shingen for Death Angels 2.0. Thank you and have a great day.